Snowball Crochet.
Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you how I made this colorwork sweater. We're going to make two identical panels, being the front and the back of the sweater. The neck ribbing and the bottom ribbing are crocheted directly onto the neck and the bottom of each panel. The tops of the shoulders are then sewn together, as well as the sides of the panels. And lastly, we're going to add the sleeves by crocheting in the round until we reach the length we need for the cuff ribbing. Now let's jump right in. You will need number 3 lightweight yarn, a 5mm crochet hook, some scissors, and a tapestry needle. We're going to start by making the first panel. Starting from the bottom, with Clover, create a slip knot, and then chain 72. To start row 1, place 2 half double crochets into the second chain from the hook. To make a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the back bump of the second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, and yarn over, pull through all loops. Make another half double crochet into the same chain. Next, we're going to skip the next chain and into the back bump of the next one, make 2 half double crochets. And after that, we're going to skip the next chain and repeat this pattern of 2 half double crochets into the next chain, skip 1 chain, 2 half double crochets into the next chain, skip 1 chain, all the way across until the last chain. Now we're at the end of row 1, and we're just going to place 1 half double crochet into that last chain. You should have 71 stitches in total for each row. Turn your work to start row 2. To start the second row, chain 1, place 2 half double crochets into the first half double crochet. Skip the next stitch and place 2 half double crochets into the next stitch, and then skip 1, and we're basically just going to repeat this pattern of 2 double crochets into the same stitch, skip 1 and 2 half double crochets into the next, skip 1 all the way across. At the end of row 2, we're just going to place 1 half double crochet into the last stitch, and then turn your work to start row 3. For rows 3 to 5, we're simply going to repeat row 2, and we're going to change to color B at the end of row 5. At the end of row 5, we're going to change to color B. Insert your hook into the last stitch. What I like to do is grab the second color yarn and pull through both strands of yarn first. With the second color yarn, pull through all loops on the hook to finish the last half double crochet in that row. Row 6 has the same pattern as the last few rows. The only difference is that we're going to do single crochets instead of half double crochets. Make 2 single crochets into the first half double crochet. Skip 1 and 2 single crochets into the next. Skip the next stitch and 2 single crochets into the next. Repeat across. At the end of row 6, place 1 single crochet into the last stitch. Turn your work to start row 7. Row 7 is a repeat of row 6, and after row 7, we're going to repeat rows 2 to 7 for pattern until the end of row 70. Row 71, we're going to repeat row 2 for a total of 21 stitches. I've made 20 stitches already, so I'm just going to place one more half double crochet into that stitch and then turn your work. Now we're just going to repeat row 2 for 2 more rows and then fasten off. For the other side of the shoulder, first we're going to leave 29 stitches unworked for the neck opening. Insert your hook into the next stitch and then repeat row 2 for 3 rows. You will have 21 stitches in total for each row, and then fasten off. going to crochet the collar ribbon directly onto the neckline. Insert your hook into the corner of the last row. Attach your yarn and then chain 7. For row 1, single crochet into the second chain from the hook and single crochet in each chain to the end. You will have 6 stitches in total. Once you've made 6 stitches, slip stitch 2 times into the next 2 rows and then turn your work. For row 2, skip the 2 slipped stitches and back loop single crochet for 5 stitches. For the last stitch, we're just going to make 1 single crochet as usual. Chain 1 and turn. For row 3, we're going to first single crochet into the first stitch and then back loop single crochet in each stitch to the end, and then slip stitch 2 times into the next 2 stitches and then turn your work. So basically we're doing back loop single crochet for the ribbon, and we're just going to repeat rows 2 to 3 for a total of 35 rows across the neckline opening all the way to the other side. This is what the ribbon looks like. And for the bottom ribbon, we're going to do the same thing. Simply make 71 rows of back loop single crochet along the bottom edge and then fasten off. Once you've made the first panel, make a second panel and place them on a flat surface with the wrong side facing you. We're going to whip stitch the tops of the shoulder seams together. Leave about 6.5 inches for the armhole and whip stitch the sides together all the way down to the bottom. Now we've finished the main body of the sweater and we're going to add the sleeves. With the right side facing, insert a hook into the bottom of the armhole. Attach a yarn. The pattern for the sleeves is going to be the same as the main body pattern. And we're going to crochet in the round. For round 1, after chaining 1, place 2 half double crochets into the first space that you can see. And then skip the next space and place 2 half double crochets into the next space. Try spacing out your stitches evenly around the armhole. At the end of this round, place 1 half double crochet into the last space, and then slip stitch into the first stitch, chain 1 and turn. For your reference, I did 51 stitches in total. We're just going to repeat the same color pattern as the main body. So we're going to do 4 rounds using color A and then 2 rounds using color B for a total of 52 rounds. need to cut yarn B at the end of the second single crochet row. There will be a lot of ends to weave in, simply weaving those ends as you crochet, or if you prefer you can do it once you finish with the sleeve. After round 52, do not fasten off. I'm going to do one more round and decrease a few stitches before moving on to the cuff ribbing. Half double crochet into the first 2 stitches. Then half double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, and yarn over, pull through. Half double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and half double crochet 2 together over the next 2. Repeat this pattern around. Stitches left at the end of this round, and I'm simply going to work 1 half double crochet in each of the remaining stitches, and then slip stitch into the first stitch. Do not turn your work. We're going to crochet the ribbing in the round, and it's made in the same manner as the collar and the bottom ribbing. And once the last row is completed, simply whip stitch the last row to the first row, and then fasten off. Fasten off, weaving all of your ends